people just walking off the street, nobody seen him for the first time,
That's
they'd be
I think, bro, he's one of the best fucking athletes in the world. Like,
Right.
His ability to pick up a new sport like boxing is gonna, I imagine, it'd be pretty quick.
I think 3 months of training, I think he'd be ready to go.
For sure.
I think it's so I wanted to have.
That would be wild.
Why are you two beefing though, Logan?
It's I don't know. So this is what happened with KSI and I. The fight was a friendly fight at first, and then the beef got real. Me and AB right now are just like, sort of just doing some minor headbutts. It could turn into something very real, but right now, like, I think we're both just here to put on the best fucking show of 2020. Which, by the way, I think it would be. I have no doubt in my mind this would be the biggest event in 2020.
100%.
Yo, I'm talking bigger than Fury Wilder. I'm talking bigger than McGregor's return.
Yep, 100%.
I may be way delusionally optimistic, but the crossover between the massive digital audience and the mainstream audience that AB brings would be.
Would you want to fight him at like a football stadium, 50-yard line, put in a ring?
You know what? I don't
something
see,
like that.
But see, honestly, look, I don't think there's anywhere else they could fight. I don't think they can do it in a 5 with like a 10,000 person, 15. I think they have to go and sell out an NFL stadium. I think that's
my idea.
I'm just. Where else you gonna fight?
That's your idea.
It's go.
Nah, ideally, honestly, I want MSG. Their family.
Greatest arena in the world.
They showed us love, man. I haven't been an athlete or a performer, but for some reason I had this vision ever since I was a kid of doing something big at MSG, and that's sort of like cemented in my mind.
I think at the end of the day, I think that's gonna be. I mean, I would love to do it there, but I think it'll be. I think y'all can go 50,000+. I think they can go 50,000+.
Logan,
That's what I'm saying.
Logan, you have Eddie Hearn and Joe Markowski on speed dial. Have you talked to them already?
I text Joe every day. Every single day.
What
I
are they
text Joe.
saying?
I'll read you Joe's last text to me.
Please do.
Ready? He said, "I am so pumped about this AB fight, bro. It will be seriously big." He said, "Yeah, he's pumped, bro."
I think
both Eddie Hearn and Joe too.
Well, AB's from Miami. Any chance he shows up that weekend when your brother's fighting? Maybe you guys discuss it further there.
I'm a delusional optimist. If we can get a contract done soon, I think him showing up in Miami would be sick to promote our fight.
Would you play mind games with him and walk out with like Ben Roethlisberger in your corner or John Gruden
Juju
or anyone like that?
Schuster? You don't like Schuster either.
No way.
You don't like-
Juju's tight with some of our friends. He's like a mutual friend.
Yeah, so you may want him in your camp.
19
Yeah,
jersey.
that'd be sick. Man, you know how I like to play mind games. Like I'm a fuck with him diligently. Yes.
Did you see he was very happy that the Patriots lost after they cut him like after one game?
Yo, first of all, that was the coldest line you could drop. Listen, that was so disrespectful. When I seen that, I was like, you gotta fight.
Hey,
you gotta fight somebody after that. Period.
Also, I don't think it's. I do truly believe I'd drop him faster than the Patriots. How much? I'm talking round 1, round 2. Yeah, man.
You think with his speed they'll run away from you?
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh
bro,
man, that's cold.
I was like, I don't know if you say that, dude. That's hard, bro.
How did you come up with that line?
So he tweeted at me. I saw him say "square up, Logan Paul," and I said to my friends. So he told me about it. I was like, he's like, you see AB's tweet? I was like, nah, we going to war. And then I saw the tweet and I was like, all right, we gotta come up with something good. So I sat in his room for like 5 minutes, pitched the line. I came up with it, and he's like, that's it. It's a little harsh though. You want to do
I
it?
got a cold shiver when he said it, dude.
Now
I felt it run into my
it has
veins.
to happen now. Now it has to happen.
Bro, I mean, how many times I am so fucking in. From a sheer entertainment standpoint, I don't think there's anything more exciting than that. It's on AB. Like, does he really want the smoke, or did he get his little, check mark of clout for January?
Well, Sean Merriman said you beat him.
I don't think he's wrong. Maybe I'm biased, but like,
Look, I'm always going. I'm a root for NFL. Like I'm a root for NFL guy, but you got to think we've seen him on film and we haven't seen AB, right? And that's really what the difference going to be. We've seen him already. We haven't seen AB. Now AB's serious. AB's on the commissioner's exempt list when he comes back, so he got some time off. No matter if he get ready for next year, so he has at least 2 or 3 months to train. They can have a fight on the off season, and AB can get ready for training camp.
that's what I'm saying. The timeline is perfect.
Sean, do you think NFL guys, as physically fit as they are, understand what goes into boxing and combat sports if they've never done it?
It's completely different. You know, you're an athlete playing football, you're playing the highest level or whatever, but it's completely different when you come into combat sports because now it's about technique, now it's about endurance. In football, everything is how much weight you can lift, how fast you can get point A to point B. But in the second or third round, you are gassed. If you haven't been training, second, third round, you are completely gassed. And I don't care what other sport you play, you have to be training for combat sports. You have to be training in order to be ready to fight.
Sean, I wanted to ask you, Wilder Fury, big heavyweight fight. I know you're probably interested. Any thoughts on that fight?
You know, I like Fury because I like his mouthpiece, man. He's the best on mic. But it's hard to go against Wilder because it's knockout power. You know, anytime you can knock somebody out in the 11th or 12th round, what he did, you got to be scared of guys like that because at any point in time he can put you on the mat.
Logan, you know what's crazy? I always ask people who are the most popular boxers. Now you're a pro boxer. You're the #1 most popular pro boxer.
That is the weirdest thing in the world. That is so fucking weird to me. I have no.
Think about it.
Is that a fact or you just throwing
You
that
just
out?
made that up, eh?
You had the #4 highest streamed fight on the Zone.
That's weird too.
I've seen that. That's crazy.
Does that mean you're going to be fighting more in 2020?
It has to. It has to. I think if there's an appetite for it, I'm definitely one to give the people what they want. In a major fucking way. That's why I think the AB fight. And by the way, if it's not AB, it's going to be some other like massive name that's going to shatter the internet. Like I love to put on shows on massive levels.
Now, you and your brother are great at talking smack.
Yeah.
A lot of boxers and MMA fighters are not at that. Of course, you have the McGregors and
Yeah.
Diaz's, Mayweather. What advice do you have for fighters to step up their smack talk game?
I think honestly, I think that's our edge. Like you just said, what was it? I'm like the #1 most popular professional fighter. Although I'm a professional fighter, I'm a showman. I'm a shit talker, and I like to make people talk. I like to make people feel. So I will give this advice to any professional athlete. The more you can make a character out of yourself, make yourself something that people love to watch, good or bad. Like we see Colby Covington. This is a character. I'm positive that his whole Trump villain demeanor is a character, but people want to watch Colby Covington.
But when you lose, man, it's bad.
When Colby Covington got his fucking ass beat, it was horrifying.
Got out of there quick.
Yeah, real quick. He sprinted back into the locker room, but yeah, you know, I think it's all part of the game, bro. Like, yo, talked a big game last fight. My friends made fun of me. I'm so overconfident, lost. And now I don't know.
Sold a lot of streams.
I thought you got robbed.
I don't know.
I thought you got robbed. I didn't think you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I've been consistent.
I do think we can go back and forth all day about whether the outcome was right or not, but it is the way it is. So take the L on the chin and on to the next one and make it a bigger and better event than the first.
Okay, let me
So
ask you.
let's do one more and that's it.
All right, last one. Fighter of the decade between Mayweather, Canelo, and Pacquiao. Let's start with Sean Merriman.
I'm gonna go with Floyd. Just the numbers he's done and what he's done for not only boxing, but then switching over and fighting McGregor in a whole nother arena we just talked about. It's never been done before, and so it's him for sure.
I think Floyd too. I think that undefeated record cannot be denied. I also remember watching him versus McGregor, and in my head I was like, this is by far the most exciting sports event I've ever seen in my life. Floyd.